Hey, this is Litmus Freeman. The A stands for Anarchy. Back on Holistic Radio with Andy Zen Pagan and the Dale for another knowledge nugget. And we're doing a little series of specials with Jenny Luscombe on the gene keys. So in part one, using my gene keys profile as an example, we looked basically at how it all works and how it's structured and a little bit about the history. And we looked at my 11 spheres that come out when we put my birth data into the profile. So anyone listening can do that as well. We've shared the link for that. Jennings shared the link. So having done the, what was it? The activation. Thank you. So we've done the activation sequence. And now we're going to, should we look at the Pearl or the Venus? What makes sense to do next, do you think?
I think it makes sense to look at the lines.
Okay, let's look at the lines then.
Look at the lines.
Right, we're going to look at the lines joining the spheres, or the lines with the digits.
The lines are kind of like the third digit of each sphere.
Okay.
So
that's right. You did say that. So the highest number you can have there I would imagine would be 6 then.
Yeah, it's one to 6.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So let's on this part 2 then let's have a look at the lines.
And it is kind of like the gene keys has got like an amazing community around it, because as soon as people realize how gentle it is but how powerful, and how much they find out about themselves as a result of doing it, it almost becomes a little bit addictive. And there are what they call gene keys ambassadors all around the world doing different there's videos on YouTube, there's a lot of gene keys information on the Clubhouse app.
Now hang on a minute, Jenny. I'm sorry, but this is starting to sound like a bit of a cult, if I may say so. Yeah. I don't want you to drag me into some cult where they whisk me off to the tribes of Central America or something and I never come back.
I think some people have actually said that about the gene keys, but if it's empowering people, it's the opposite of a cult, isn't it? Yeah,
no, I'm obviously only joking.
Yeah.
And Richard Rudd, I think he's got a kind of soft yet powerful voice when you listen to him speak, right?
Yeah, he's a lovely guy. And obviously he's put a lot of this out into the world for free. And there are loads of spin-off courses and things that you can do, but you don't have to, But if you go on YouTube and you just do a search for any of your gene keys that you have in your chart, you will then have like thousands and thousands of other people giving you information about yourself in so many different ways. So it's just so limitless and expansive and infinite. It's amazing.
I guess the astrological correspondence to that would be the astro-seek.com site. Which started off so that you could find other people with the same sun sign and things like that as you. And now it's turned into an amazing full astrological site. But that was like a community. You can go find all the Gemini mates.
Or
really you can wait for them to visit you.
Exactly. So on Litmus's chart, let's stick to what we did with the activation sequence. So at the top, he's got gene key 15, and then it says 0.2. So that means for his life's work, which is gene key 15, it's a line 2. So line 2 is all about the wound. So this is about the natural, so the expression, the relationship. So the natural, the creative, often unconscious of their talent, and relates through personal intimacy. There's a different way of looking at the lines depending on whoever you talk to as well. There's loads of different interpretations of it. So for that one particularly, you probably won't understand your particular line until you get into that gene key and that information specifically. But you've got line 2 for your evolution as well.
Right.
So in a very
so these descriptions of the lines apply to all of All of the gene keys.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like the like I kind of Googled this, but it's probably better to look at Richard Rudd's definition.
So do you want to just say what each of the 6 lines are called?
Yeah, so the line 1 is all about your inner essence, and it's about introspecting. It's the foundational aspect of that information. And then line 2 is kind of like the next step, kind of above that.
Yeah, because hexagrams you build up from the bottom up to the top.
Right.
From
okay.
like 1 at the bottom to 6 at the top.
Yeah.
And you do that by throwing 3 coins or throwing 6 sticks or whatever.
I see. Yeah.
In the I Ching, yeah.
Okay. Line 3 is kind of like the archetype of the adventurer. If you see all of this as kind of art, it's all very archetypal, this. So this is about discovery, you know, that aspect there that your soul chose. This is about discovering that and adapting to that and learning through trial and error and thriving on change.
Okay.
You've got quite a lot of line 4s in your chart there.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
So that means in those aspects in your chart specifically, that's about being the networker. So you've got the community aspect there. So friendship, community. So working through social networks, preferring community in a heart-centered way.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Which rings true. You've got a line 5 in your IQ and then in your culture as well. So line 5, that's about leadership and vision and practicality. So a practical leader who offers solutions, manages power, and is often focused on the collective, which is very much what you're doing, like with your calendar and
my synchronometer, as it's called.
Yes, your synchronometer.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And then line 6 is the visionary aspect. Line 6, I think, it's an amalgamation of all the other lines.
Right. I don't have any line 6s, do I? No.
So yeah, it's about being a role model in those aspects. Yeah, overseeing. So moving towards higher vision, acting as an observer, role model, focusing on synthesis.
Okay.
Yeah. So that sort of shows you, I think it shows you how much soul growth you've already done in a way, like where you're up to. But if you look in the Gene Keys book, specifically at the beginning of each chapter, you can see how big this work is, because it's not just about emotional and mental shadows. There's a biological mutation going on with the Gene Keys. Like this is about the new human.
Okay.
So for every Gene Key, there's actually, he does it really well because he gives each Gene Key a title. And there's also a programming partner. So each Gene Key has another aspect of the Gene Keys which are connected and kind of bouncing off each other in a way. And then there's a physiology aspect. So there's a part of your body, mainly glands, I think, actually, because this is all about amino acids. It's kind of like really hard to get your head around at first, because when you're transmuting all this stuff emotionally and mentally, not everybody gets that it's a very physiological thing that's happening. But it's
kind of like an evolution of the species then.
It's that's what the prophecy is. So anyone who gets involved in the Gene Keys are working towards raising the collective frequency through healing and awareness, basically.
So that's one of the ways we can help us carry on ascending up the ascending half of the Yuga cycle. The great year, right?
Yeah, it's about the progression of us all.
So raising the vibration.
Yeah. And there is that, like, I can't remember the word that he uses for the people who get involved in the gene keys, but we're all almost like seeds, and we're all activating each other. But it's kind of all hooked into the idea of the 100th monkey thing, where we're all doing this for everyone. So each gene key is connected to an amino acid. So we could let's look at your life's work at the top. So
okay,
if 15. You look at that.
Jen's got a big book here that she's lugged all the way over.
I do take it everywhere with me.
Nice.
Right, so the physiology of gene key 15, it's all connected up with the liver.
Can I read this bit?
Yeah.
So it says for 15th gene key, an eternally flowering spring. I love spring flowers.
Yeah.
Like I was saying about outside the shed.
Yeah.
We got a lovely load of wild spring flowers coming up now, right? So I'm happy with that one.
Yeah. So once you get into this shadow of dullness, this gift of magnetism, this city of fluorescence, and you read the information, that will start to activate not just your mental body and your emotional body and your spiritual body, but specifically your liver and the amino acid serine.
Right.
So there's some other information, like there are codon rings involved in the gene keys, and these are, I don't think he's actually put this out into the world yet. I don't think he's
finished it.
Yeah, it's all a work in progress. But each codon ring has a number of gene keys that are kind of like a collection that are all serving some kind of purpose.
Right.
So gene key 15, for example, is part of the codon ring of the ring of seeking. And then there are lots of different ones. There's the ring of Gaia and the ring of trials.
Okay. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I have the ring of trials.
Okay. Right. And you've had a few of them, haven't you?
Yeah, I've had a few trials. Yeah.
Another day in hell, it says there.
Where does it say that? Oh, right, yeah.
The 15th shadow, dullness. Another day in hell. I'll have to read this while you're here to see a bit more detail. Excellent.
Yeah, so that's the lines. But obviously you can look up definitions for the lines. Lots of people have tapped into the gene keys and are all working on it from their own perspective. So it's always lovely to get other perspectives that are relevant to the information that you share with them. Cool. Because it just leads to more and more epiphanies, and it just brings so much self-understanding. It's amazing. It is an amazing journey.
Okay, can we do a little bit more of the amazing journey on this nugget? So we did the intro in part 1, and we've covered the lines now at the start of this part 2.
Yeah.
So what would you look at next, the Pearl parts or the Venus parts?
Let me have a look at your... Yeah, so if you... Maybe I could say, so if you click on the spheres, like what that information that gives you. So if you click, for example, if we click on Litmus's pearl, the pearl is quite an important part of the gene keys. So it's about your harvest. It's about when everything comes together. So for Litmus specifically, he's got
51.
He's got 51. What does that mean? That one is... right, yeah, amazing. So that's the gene key of awakening itself, actually.
Wow.
So the shadow of agitation, the gift of initiative, and the city of awakening. Cool. So that's your pearl. So this is a really important one for you. So this is about your harvest, the effortless prosperity that arises when you live in alignment with your true nature. So it can't be forced. It blossoms through grace, simplicity, and balance. So this is the sphere that's right in the center of everyone's, the pearl sequence. So it represents a floodgate that can trigger the miracles of synchronicity.
Amazing.
Balance.
Exactly what's been happening.
Yeah. with the quiet joy of simple pleasures enjoyed with those you love. So great clarity comes through your pearl as you learn to stop striving so hard and start allowing life to truly support you. Which literally you could have said yourself, like, so then once you click on that sphere, you can just swipe right, and then it will give you a paragraph about the shadow of that, which for Litmus, for his pearl, is agitation. And then if you swipe again, it gives you another paragraph about the gift of initiative. And then swipe again, and it gives you information about the siddhi. But if you look at the bottom, there's also audios that you can listen to. There's loads to it.
Yeah.
There's loads.
Would it be worth reading one of those, an example, or the shadow or the gift or the siddhi for that one?
Yeah, which one do you want me to read?
Maybe the siddhi, the siddhi of awakening.
Yeah. So for Litmus, the siddhi of awakening is the spontaneous evolutionary leap of realization beyond self-identity. It is seeing through the illusion of separation without giving credence to behavior or experience. Awakening is a physical state of unobstructed life force. In this state, the body is free of constrictions that prevent life from flowing through at full voltage, transmitting creativity as a lightning bolt of awakening.
Wow. Yeah, I love that.
Because I can already see in your face, like, oh my God, it's me. It's me.
Yeah.
It's me. How did they know?
How did they know? It's like when I had my first detailed astrology reading from a proper astrologer, it's just, I was in floods of tears at the end of it,
Yeah.
So it was so amazing.
It really is. Like it's
all of these things. I think, as I've said a few times, some people like human design and they resonate with that, and some people the gene key, some people astrology, tarot, alchemy, or whatever it is. It's like that's your thing that helps you along the journey, But this one's amazing. Yeah, I didn't realize there was as much to it as this.
Yeah, it's just it's so much information,
and it's bang on the money. I mean, and it's funny we're doing this now because this is where I feel I really am.
Yeah. It is. It's loads of things that you've said out loud.
Yeah.
And it's just that feeling of being known. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, the universe knows me,
Yeah, I see you. The universe says, I see you. Excellent. Well, that's about 20 minutes, I think, on this one.
Yeah.
Should we leave it there for now?
Yeah, let's leave it there and then
okay, and then maybe on part 3, we can perhaps look a bit more at the pearls, the other spheres.
Yeah.
And then maybe get into the Venus thing, and then that should cover everything, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, thank you, Jen.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's been very illuminating.
Good.
And I think, Andy, can I ask you, Andy? You shared something in the channel there. Is that your?
I quickly went onto the website and put my details in, and that's what it threw back at me.
Yay.
Okay, cool. This seems to have was that done on your phone or a laptop?
On my phone.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and I just see now that you've on the back of this one we've got the structure of the universe there in the forms of the seed and the flower of life as well. So that's cool. And the outer ring of the gene key profile is the 64 hexagrams that you get in the I Ching.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's what these are.
Oh,
so,
I see. Right.
Because I've been doing I Ching. I did a little nugget the other day. I got into I Ching when I was sort of gifted. Yeah, I was gifted a book in 1999 by the universe,
Yeah.
Got into I Ching. So it's very familiar to see these around the edge there.
Yeah, Gene Key 22 is quite a special one, Andy, because if you look at the Gene Keys book, there's loads of stuff in there about being part of a prophecy. Gene Key 22 and Gene Key 55 are particularly different to the rest of them, if you see what I mean. There's loads of juice in there.
So maybe on a future nugget we can look at Andy's 22 then. All right.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff, Jen, and thanks, Andy, for sharing yours as well.
Just a quick question, just before you fire it up for an ending. Just say, like in that centre one on the 22.6, it says grace, and then it's got an upward triangle that says graciousness and a downward triangle that says dishonour. So does that mean that graciousness is more of, but there's less of dishonour? Or is that what I'm understanding that to mean?
It's the city and the thing. Right?
Yeah, I don't know really, because it's the same for all of them, isn't it?
But you had them on when you looked at the thing on your phone, and you swiped. One had the upwards. Look, so there's the first one. Look, so that's the city. Look, let's play that up. So the top one, grace, would be the city.
Yeah.
Right.
The upwards triangle.
Yeah, the upward triangle
the
is
gift.
the gift.
The gift, simplicity.
And then the shadow is at the bottom.
And the shadow, the downward triangle, is the complexity.
Yeah. No, the dishonour. If you're looking at 22. Yeah.
At 22.6.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
22, yes, dishonour.
Yeah, so Andy's got some sixes. So you're a visionary, Andy.
Yeah.
Which we knew, obviously.
Yeah, you got a lot of sixes, mate. You got culture 6, core 6,
yeah,
SQ 6, and attraction 6.
Yeah.
No idea what that means, but you can talk about that on the next one if you wish.
Yes, we can.
It means like the sixes. It just means you're probably quite an old soul, and you've already been around the block quite a few times on these specific topics. So you're an example, like you're a role model, and on those line sixes, like the line 6 means it incorporates all the other 5, if you see what I mean. You're an observable role model for everybody else on that.
Don't tell him that. He'll go to his head. He'll never hear that. Yeah, I can see it now. Hello, this is Holistic Radio with me, visionary, and he's
I've always known I was a visionary. It's just convincing everybody else.
Well, there you go, mate. You can let your Gene Keys profile do it for you.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Well,
right, over to you, Litmus, for your finals.
Yeah, thank you. That was a lot of fun. I want to thank Jen a lot for knowledge on this and for bringing a Gene Key book on the plane with her.
Yeah, I take it everywhere. I never know when I'm going to need it.
And there you go.
Without being codependent.
It's coming very handy for these knowledge nuggets.
Yeah.
So we'll probably do another 1 or 2 in this series of specials on the Gene Keys. All being well before you fly off again in a couple of days' time. But for now, with thanks again to the Zen Pagan of the Dale, this is Litmus A. Freeman with Jenny Luscombe, live from Portugal in the spring flowers, and we'll see you soon on another Knowledge Nugget.